Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 11th, 2025. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle is coming out for Capricorn. Let's see what's up here. You have Ascendant Masters. We also have a Deception. So Ascendant Masters would speak to an understanding that you may experience. Um, like, I wouldn't say experience. What am I saying? Like an understanding that you have, like an ancient knowledge. Like there's something here about feeling like an apology needs to be had, and it needs to be had on a grand scale. They're almost telling you to let go of that whole concept, right? There's something about I'm missing something. Before I could move on and get closure, there's something I haven't received or I haven't gotten. High Priestess flipped over. Yeah, there's some words that haven't been said, and with meaning. Like there wasn't enough force behind those words, or you may feel like it wasn't big enough or wasn't grand enough. You know what I mean? Like someone I've heard this, and to some degree, I agree. Where someone says the apology has to be as loud as the disrespect, and I'm like, I totally understand that concept, and I do believe that it should be grand, but that doesn't necessarily have to mean that it needs to be on bended knee with all this other, you know, fanfare. Because High Priestess tells me that you have a very powerful intuition. It also tells me that you have a deeper understanding of a situation, and that you've got to let that part of you take over, I guess is the best way to put it, because they want you to say, I am mindful at all times and live only within each moment I have. And that's what your intuition may be telling you in general. Like, now is the time for you not to completely um, let something overtake you, which could be something that needs to be forgiven. You know how we can hold on to a grudge, it overtakes you in ways that you didn't see coming. And not to let those emotions take over your situation, right? You are not that person. So say someone has done something to you, right? And they didn't apologize, or when they did apologize, it wasn't like it didn't come with this, come with the what that it should have came with. So we may be still holding on to, and then they had the nerve to text it to me rather than call, or they had the nerve to call rather than show up at my house. They had the nerve to show up empty handed, or they had the nerve, you could just keep going down the list, right? And so you are not that person that anymore. The person that was done wrong, you're not even that person. You don't even think the same. You're not the same. You're not going to be that open again, or you know what I mean. That you're not. You've learned something from this. So in that same breath, then we must also then let go of what happened, and let go of waiting for that closure to move forward, letting go of that anxiety or that fear that someone may have done something to throw you off your path, and now you're not where you're meant to be as well. They've changed the course of my life. I will never be the same. That kind of energy. The Ascended Masters is the understanding that fear is a thief, one, and that there's nothing wrong with you. You got to keep your eyes on that goal, or a goal, regardless of someone throwing you off your path, right? Say they broke your heart. That still doesn't mean that love wasn't meant to find you, just because it wasn't found with them, right? You lose that job, maybe your house. Keep your eye on that goal still. Okay, well, maybe that house wasn't for me. Maybe I was meant to be over here for now until I get into my forever home. Maybe that job just wasn't for me. They weren't paying me what I was worth anyway. That kind of energy. So the deception is the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor, that you're still working on yourself. That's the deception. Of course, we're all a work in progress, don't get me wrong. But there is nothing broken or deficient in you that you need to continue to keep fixing and working on. You are mindful at all times and live only within each moment you have. In this moment right now, you are perfect for that moment because you're in it. Right now, you are perfect right where you are because you are there. You are here. You know what I mean? You got to discover your sparkle again. I see a rebirth in your life. I see healing. I also feel that for many of you, you're healers. I'm seeing Chiron placements and Mars placements. When you are coming from this space of forgiveness, you are such a powerful healer, right? Don't dim that light within you. You've got to forgive things around you in order to heal others, in order to heal yourself. And really, it's not even about healing others. Like, I know a lot of people are like, well, what about me? But if you heal other people, then you have healed a bigger percentage of healed people around you, going out into the world, maybe healing others, until it becomes a beautiful space, a healthy space for you. So it's really important that you uncover that. You're you're meant to be surrounded by healed. That's why you were given this gift. So I do feel that there's someone around you. If you are in a romantic connection, especially, there's a person, your person wants to see your soul free, wants to see you on the path that you want to be on. They're open to whatever. This is somebody who's like, what do you want to do? You want to do that? Let's go. I love the energy of this person, but they also want you to be free to do who you be, what you are, do what you do, be whatever you want to be. The deception would be that you have to work on yourself before you can be anything, and blah, blah, blah. And it's not to say that we shouldn't work on ourselves, but hey, angels of the four directions, you have the World and King of Cups. Now, the angels of the four directions, there's something here about them wanting you to feel free. Like, dissolve all that. Don't, like, forgive in a way. There's another part of this forgiveness that I'm seeing too. Since you are a healer, the forgiveness aspect of things is like, although they did not apologize, right? The kindest thing that a person could have done was walked away from me, or the kindest thing that someone could have ever done was revealed that this was not part of my path. And also to dissolve that energy with love. Like, I wherever they are, I hope that they are healed or blessed or they heal. Sending that out. A lot of times we don't realize that what you are responsible for, what you put out in this world. A lot of us, I see this. I mean, and by us, I mean humans. A lot of us I see, especially if you like scroll through social media, dissolving relationships with so much darkness, you know, and you are responsible for what you put out. Like, I hope that this happens to them, and I hope they have this data that they deserve, and the things that, and you're just like, you're responsible for what you put out. Yes, they may have hurt you. Yes, they may have deceived you. Yes, they may have broken you in ways that you couldn't even imagine that they would do, which is why it hurts so much, because you were so open. I get that. But you cannot put back out into the world that same darkness that they bestowed upon you. Dissolve it with love. I forgive you for, not, you really don't know what you just did. And I'm praying, I'm sending you a merciful light for when karma comes to collect. May you be able to pay that debt before they arrive. That you got to send that out so that is also extended to you. Should you have done something egregious or something, you want to extend the grace that you would have extended to you. The angels of the four directions are bringing that up. They're saying that is your closure. You may not ever get that apology. You may not ever get that understanding back. But you are a healer, and you may be able to stop the cycle of some of this around you, especially where people are doing dirty and doing wrong towards others, creating this energy in the first place. You didn't deserve it. You don't deserve anything like that. It doesn't really show that this is through romance or through work or whatever they're giving, that this is just around you, that this may have occurred, and it's not telling me exactly who. But the increase in the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups, I feel that what's speeding up and coming towards you are a lot of people with feelings. It's funny to me. They have feelings, but their actions may not match their words. They're inspired and they want to, you know, say or do whatever it is that they're saying. They want that what they may communicate to you, but they may ultimately just not deliver. And that may be coming towards you quite a bit. You know, people make promises they can't keep. It's not that they won't. They can't. So I feel that it's very important for you to do something nice for yourself. They're telling me you got to take yourself out on a date, which is hilarious, but because that sounds like a nice idea sometimes, you know. But then you're like, well, what would I even do? I've been working so much. What would I even want to do besides eat and go to sleep, Netflix and chill with myself? But either way, I see a lot of people coming towards you, especially wanting forgiveness, um, doing something rather quickly with a lot. It seems like it may feel very impactful, very inspirational, very emotional, but ultimately, um, I feel like you've got to just let it go and not really. It's not to say you can't depend on people, because the way that this is coming out, for some reason, whatever it is that they may want to do, they can't. Their intentions are so good. You know, I see so much intention of like really good, but then not being able to do, may not even have a job to do whatever it is, or to pay you back, or to whatever the case. Right? You want to look into your Chiron and Mars placements, because it feels like you heal certain things. Like you're a healer, but there's something that you heal within the Mars energy. That's the action, like, you know, what people experience of you. I feel with this coming up, I'm seeing 1111 also, saying that usually you're getting some good news, or have a really positive experience, or an experience that frees you when this comes out. You'll be in the right place at the right time. 1111 speaks of that. It's a gift from fate. It's not a coincidence that you're in any scenario that you're in today. It will feel like it's being spirit led, but I feel that it will help you to let go, and through whatever happens, it's like aim to be open to forgiving things. Be open to trying to um, free yourself of any kind of grudge or burden. You could be dealing with an Aries, another Capricorn, a Pisces, a Cancer, Sagittarius, Aquarius, right? So you could be you could be all Capricorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. I'm also seeing Aquarius, Pisces, and Pisces, Aries cusps also. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.